Been looking all the time.
Well, reward still stands.
Don't want no money, Ethan. No money, Marty. Just a roof over old Moses' head.
Welcome back to Review Lens. This is The Searchers. John Ford directing, John Wayne starring, 1956. It's one of the most famous westerns ever made, but also one of the most misunderstood. The plot? Simple on the surface. A young girl is kidnapped during a Comanche raid. One man spends years trying to find her. That man's name is Ethan Edwards. It takes 5 minutes to explain the story. It takes a lifetime to unpack what it's really about. Let's get into it. John Wayne plays Ethan Edwards. He's not a hero, and the film never says he is. Ethan is angry, bitter, and racist. He's a former Confederate who walks into his brother's home after years away. No explanation where he's been, and no apology either. Then, tragedy hits. A Comanche raid murders his brother's family and takes young Debbie, his niece. The house is burned to the ground. The family's gone. Ethan doesn't cry. He grabs a rifle and starts writing. For the next 5 years, the movie follows him and Martin Pauly, played by Jeffrey Hunter, as they track down the child across the West. Important detail: Martin is part Native American, raised by the family. Ethan barely tolerates him. He calls him half-breed, tries to keep him out of major decisions, and yet they ride together. Some trivia: you may recognize Jeffrey Hunter as Captain Christopher Pike from the original Star Trek. Yep, it's the same guy, 10 years later. So now Ethan doesn't just want Debbie back. He's not looking to bring her home. He's looking to kill her, because in his eyes, she's been tainted by living with the Comanche. That's the core of the story. Finding her is easy. Deciding what to do, whether to forgive, reclaim, or destroy, that's what gives this film weight. Natalie Wood plays Debbie as a teenager. When they finally find her, she says she belongs to the Comanche now. She doesn't want to go back. It breaks all expectations of a rescue mission film. When Ethan finally catches her, his hands go around her like he's about to kill her. Then he stops, picks her up, says, "Let's go home," and turns back. That moment, it's one of the most iconic shots in American cinema. The context behind that decision is everything, and it only works because we've watched how far this man was willing to fall. Now let's hit some of the background. This film is based loosely on the real-life Kiowa kidnapping and recovery of Cynthia Ann Parker, a white child taken by Comanche and later recaptured. By the time she was brought back, she didn't want to return, and never got over it. The Searchers fictionalize that story, but the backbone is truth, and the emotional impact comes from that tension. Not just rescue, but identity. The setting? Monument Valley in Utah and Arizona. Classic Ford visuals, wide open sky, dust storms. But the beauty of the background doesn't soften the ugliness on screen. The ending is what seals the deal. After years of hate, Ethan brings Debbie home, but he doesn't stay. While everyone else rejoices inside, he walks away. Alone. No redemption story, no joining the family. Just Ethan, outside the door, framed in shadow. That shot has been studied for decades. No music, no voiceover. Just one man who's taken a long look at himself and knows he doesn't belong anymore. Let's talk about legacy. The Searchers is one of the most influential American films ever made. Filmmakers like Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, and George Lucas have all said so. Lucas even used shot-for-shot versions of The Searchers in Star Wars. But here's reality. It came out in 1956. It wasn't political. It doesn't have answers. It uses outdated language, and parts of it openly reflect the racism it tries to dissect. Some of that is baked into the character. Some of it is a product of the time. John Ford, the director, never spoke directly about Ethan's redemption. He just filmed the story and let people decide. Film critics now split on where it lands. Some say it condemns racism. Others say it flirts too close without fully condemning it. Either way, you feel uncomfortable watching Ethan. That's the point. And John Wayne? He called Ethan his most complex role. The one he liked most. Even more than Rooster Cogburn. So that wraps up The Searchers. Leave a comment and let's discuss it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews and deep dives into great movies. As always, see you on the next one. Save us a balcony seat and extra butter on the popcorn.
No, you don't, Ethan. Ethan, no, you don't!
Stand aside.